Yo, welcome back to my channel. Listen, as always, I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so glad that you're back. Listen, please be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and please be sure to hit that bell notification so that way you can be notified anytime I upload. All right, so y'all already know over here we're all about FTP, which is faith, transparency, and positivity. And in the spirit of transparency, as you can tell by the title, we're going to be talking about my dating plan for 2022. Let's get into it. So first, let me say, I was not supposed to film this video. I literally had told myself I wasn't going to do any content until February. I was going to take, January to kind of, prioritize my mental health. And I was going to kind of, lay low for January. I'm not even on social media right now until like February. But please, please, please follow me on Instagram so that when I get back in February, I can connect with you and we can connect and we can communicate and you can reach me there at Mark's Manifestations. So how did we get here? How did this come about? Y'all already know, I always have a backstory. This came from a lot of different directions. What initially led up to it was I was watching, again, a very insightful content creator by the name of Ostefco. And I watch a lot of other people too. She's a very insightful content creator. So she had this video that she recently just uploaded about how she has made the first move with men and how she has went out and she has walked up to men to try to make the first move. But just hearing, it's always interesting to hear how women take on that approach. Men, we already know this. We know how it is. So it was just interesting to hear her perspective on how, she has found out by making the first move that approaching first doesn't always equal automatic reciprocation. So whatever. What came to mind was I was thinking about not even recently. So last year I did a video. Entitled, I deleted my dating apps, here's why. And first off, let me say, I did not expect that video to do as well as it did. And what I mean by well is, as a small content creator, I think the video is now at like 10,000 views. So for me, that is extremely well. And I'm grateful for everybody that watched it, that reached out. I had people connect with me on Instagram. I had people that, commented. And so on the video, I talk about why I deleted my dating apps. And by the way, my dating apps are still deleted. I did think of last week, like I might, download them again this year, but I don't know. But in the video, I make a statement in the video that says, this is why I'm on dating apps. And I say, I'm on dating apps because I don't approach women often. And there were so many people who chimed in on that one statement. And to be honest, I didn't expect it. There were so many people that chimed in on that one statement of like, dude, you need to approach more, you need to approach more. And I had this one person who commented, and she had like she was very nice, I'm just very nice. And she had this plan, like this is how you need to practice face-to-face interactions, and you need to and just practice and think of, and it was all these people that were like, yeah, that's right, approach. So I called one of my best friends and I called her and I said, yo, like the video's doing well. I was like, but I think I'm being misunderstood. And she was like, what do you mean? I said, well, these people are out here thinking, I don't approach women. And my best friend said, you don't. So I go see my therapist and I say to him, I was like, tell him about the video. And I was like, people keep saying approach. And I said, so I go through the same spiel with my therapist. I was like, I think I'm being misunderstood. And I was like, these people think I don't know how to talk to people. They're talking about face-to-face interactions and everybody's talking about I need to approach more. And I was like, these people think I don't know how to talk to women and that I don't approach. And my therapist, he always say the word homie. He was like, homie, you don't. And I was like, what? And I'm like, what's going on here? And then after some time, it dawned on me what was going on. Okay, so hear me out. So when I said I was being misunderstood, when I kept seeing people say, oh, you need to approach more, oh, you need to practice face-to-face interactions, what was going on is that I was defending my personality. Like I was in that moment. The reason why I became so, wait a minute, whoa, like what? I need to practice what? Like, whoa, hold on. And the reason why is because I was aiming to defend my personality. And what I mean by that is I have always been the type of person that people receive well. And I know it's kind of popular in today's society to be like, oh, I'm socially awkward, or oh, I'm awkward. I am not socially awkward. Like, I'm just not. Like, I've always been a person, now I can be, I have awkward moments, but I have always been the type of person that I do well with conversation. Like, I am good at conversation. Like, I am a great conversationalist. I've always been that person. So I'm like, I do conversation well. Like, I have no problem talking to, I'm just the type of person that if I'm going to the gas station or if I'm going to the restaurant, I'm always that type of person that's going to aim to talk to the person at the teller, talk to the bank teller, make small talk with the teller, or going to the gym and just, I just naturally know how to make those type of communicative, is that a word? Communicative connections, like that's just who I am. I'm the type of person that I will go into Target, and if I see somebody I know, I'm like, oh my God, please don't say nothing. Please don't say nothing. But if I run into that person, I will make that person feel like I came to Target just to talk to them. Like, that's just how I am. So let me kind of walk you through this journey. Let me kind of walk you through a couple scenarios. So this particular week, this week and last week, I started a new job. And there's this lady that works at my job. She's like the receptionist. And so all the workers that go upstairs to the corporate office, we walk in, we have to speak to her. And so when I walk in, I'm like, hey, how's it going? You know what I'm saying? And so I would notice that every time I would leave, we would get into this like an extended conversation. And it's nothing like romantic or anything like that. And so when I was leaving work, the receptionist, she stopped me and she said, do you watch basketball? And I said, no, I don't. And for those of you who don't know me, I don't watch basketball. Like, I'm not a sports guy at all. Like, I don't watch sports. I'm not against it or anything. I just don't watch it. I'm big on music and all the other things, but sports is just not my thing. She was like, oh, okay. So when I got back to work the next day, she said to me, the reason why I asked, do you watch basketball? She said, I had 2 free tickets that I wanted to give to you. She's like, me and my husband, we're going to, this basketball game, and there are 2 free, courtside tickets. I was like, oh, wow. Like, thank you for the offer. But I was like, no, and so we get into this conversation. So when I get back to my desk, my boss, we and her was talking, and she was like, I think she liked you. And nothing like romantic or anything like that. The lady has a husband, for God's sakes. And I said to myself, oh, it's happening again. It's happening again where I come into a new space and I come into a space that's unfamiliar to me, and people are drawn by my personality. Like, people take a liking to me, and I make conversation with people just naturally, like organic connection, even though it's not romantic, but I'm making a connection with somebody and they are drawn to my personality. Let's rewind to earlier last week. I had to go to Target to pick up my glasses. I got a text that said, hey, your glasses are ready. And this is my first pair of glasses. So I had to go, well, it's my second pair of glasses, but my first time wearing glasses, if that makes sense. So I had to go pick up my glasses at Target. So these are my 2 new pairs of glasses. Hey. I'm going to pick up my glasses in Target. I go to pick up my glasses, and I make small talk with the, I guess he was an eye doctor that was there, but the guy that was working there. I thought to myself, like, oh, I need some more mason jars for my daily smoothies. So I go get the mason jars. Then I thought to myself, okay, of course I started a new job, so I need a couple new work shirts and new work, casual business pants or whatever. So while I'm going over there to the men's section, I see this girl, beautiful, just beautiful. She walks past me, and I'm like, yo, she's gorgeous. And my first instinct was like, go talk to her, go introduce yourself. And I'm like, oh no, like, no, I'm not about to do that. Like, today's a good day. I don't feel like being rejected today. You know what I'm saying? Then I felt it like, go talk to her. And it was just like right up in here. And I was just like, dude, are you crazy? Like, nah, we ain't doing that. This is after work. I'm coming to get my glasses, my mason jars, a new pair of pants, and we're good. And so as I go to check out, I see her again walk past me. And I'm like, and I'm just staring like, should I go talk to her? And I was like, no. So then that's where it hit me. The people are right. The people are right. The people are right. The people are right. I was so like, what do you mean I need to approach more? Like, what do you mean I need to practice on face-to-face interaction? Everybody loves me. I'm good at conversation. Yada, yada, yada. I'm the life of the party sometimes. Yada, yada, yada. And that's where it hit me like, oh, the two truths can exist. On one hand, I can be the guy that people like and that people are drawn to, and I'm the life of the party and people love my personality and I'm great at conversation. I can be that guy that's like, yo, what's up? I am that guy that's great at conversation. But on the other end, if I'm out and there's a cute girl across the way, it's you know, somebody like, hey, go talk to her. And I'm like, you want me to go introduce myself? Nah, let's pray about this right quick. Let's, you know, the two truths can exist. And so that's when it hit me like, I need to approach more. Like, I need to approach more. And that's when it hit me like my goal for 2022 is to put myself out there. And I think about it, and I think that the number one reason why I'm single today is because I don't put myself out there. Like, I don't approach a lot. So that is my plan for 2022, is to put myself out there and to make the approach, you know? If there was a way for me to get that conversation started, I would have taken that conversation from here all the way to China. Like, I would have known how to continue the conversation, how to keep her engaged, how to listen and how to respond. But it was just that initial approach plan. That is going to be my goal for 2022. I'm going to put myself out there. And I honestly believe that is one of the biggest reasons why I'm single, like, is I don't put myself out there a lot. Like, I don't put myself out there often. And what I mean by putting myself out there, I'm not saying like, oh, let me go out and just, oh, there's a girl over there and there's a girl over there. Let me walk up to, let me just scope out and approach every girl. But what I mean by putting myself out there and approaching more is just living my life. Like, having a life and living it. And what I mean by that is like, yo, I don't do nothing. Like, I go to the gym early in the morning, I go to work, I go to church, and I come home and I repeat. Like, I don't do nothing. Like, on the weekends, I'm in the house. And if I don't have a show or a gig where I'm performing, I'm in the house, like, just post it up. You know what I'm saying? This year, I want to change that. Like, Saturday coming up, there's this live music show at this lounge that I'm planning to go to. And I'm not saying I'm going to walk in and be like, hey, she's single? Who is that? Who is that? But what I'm saying is that I want more moments where I am putting myself out there, where I am looking my best, feeling my best. And if the opportunity presents itself to approach a nice, wholesome young lady, then I'm going to make the move. Like, a lot of it comes down to confidence. And so in saying that, I will say at this point in my life, I am doing well with confidence. Like, at this point in my life, I am coming to terms with that I am a good guy. I am a good dude. Most days I feel good or I feel handsome or whatever. I go to work. I pay all my bills on time. Like, I have my own place. I have my own car. I am a man that is strongly connected to the Lord. I am a man of God. I am talented. I'm a musician. So those are things that I like about myself. I'm like, who wouldn't want that? You know what I'm saying? So these days I am coming to terms with that, the fact that I do like myself. Like, I am liking and working on, loving myself. And I'm a good dude. I think, like, when it comes to our career, we're like, we got to be focused. And when it comes to any other area in our life, we got to be focused. But when it comes to dating, it's just like, oh no, just let it happen. Just don't do nothing. Just let it happen. And I think a lot of times I get the aim to have organic chemistry and organic happenings in that sense. But also with dating, it is good to look at yourself and say, what am I doing or what am I not doing, to make this area better? So that's what I'm doing. And I was thinking the other day, now this is so funny. I was thinking the other day, like, why am I single? And I will say, I'm a short dude. Like, I am 5'5". My doctor said 5'6". He's the expert, so I'm going to go with my doctor. I am 5'6". I'm not the type of dude, and I've never been the type of dude that have led with an insecurity of being short. And I begin to think about this point, even though I am a guy that is on the short side, I have never been the type of guy that wear that insecurity, like, or that lead with that insecurity. Like, I'm not the type of guy that's like, oh my God, I'm short, da 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 da, I'm mad at everybody. Yeah, like, I'm just not that type of guy. And I think the reason why I think I'm like that is because I will say I have had enough successful interactions with women to know that to some women, that's just not an issue. And to some women, that if they really like you, they will still interact with you. You know what I'm saying? if you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? I've had enough successful interactions with women where there has not been a problem for me. But I'm also, of course, I'm aware of the opposite. You know, of course I'm aware that, you know, a lot of women like taller dudes, and that's the reason why, you know, I have been rejected in the past. Whatever. I'm gonna be honest, it's just not something that I lead with. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know I was short until somebody told me. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was tall. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got story upon days. Like fairly recently, I had met this girl. Somebody had introduced me to this girl, and I probably shouldn't say this, but somebody had introduced me to this girl, and the girl was beautiful. Like, she was just on point. She was beautiful. She was definitely my type. And we were preparing to, you know, meet for a date or whatever. And you know, the girl through text, because I'm always up front. Like, I'll tell a girl in a minute, I'm 5'5", how tall are you? Because, you know, I am aware to some women that's like, oh Lord, that's a deal breaker. So I'm always up front with the girls I interact with. Like, yo, that's my height. I was up front with this girl, and I remember she was like, oh no, that's not fine. That's no problem. 5'5", da da da. And so when she finally met me in person, this girl, kid you not, said, oh my God, you really are short. And I'm not gonna lie, I felt bad for about 2 seconds. But let me tell you, there was still a business meeting. Shout out to my guy, Austin Dunhelm. For those of you who know what that means, you know what that means. If you don't, we're gonna move right on. And so I really didn't care at that point. It's like, it is what it is. I've had enough instances like that where it's just like, you know, enough for me to be like, it's possible, and it does happen, you know, where I have successful interactions. So I'm never the type of dude that lead with height insecurities. That's not my thing. Like, as you all know, I'm a musician, I'm a performer, and I literally was doing this show where I was up singing some songs, and I literally had this girl, and I remember hearing her say, hey, cute. And she was like, you're so muscular, and she was just touching all on me, and I didn't get her number or anything like that. And in my opinion, the girl didn't care that I was 5'5", you know? So I've had enough experiences like that where just, I'm not leading with that insecurity, you know? But what I will say is that in a lot of those interactions, those successful interactions that I've had with women, that it has been in instances where the women have made the first move, or that I have failed to, you know, recognize certain choosing signals, or I have failed to recognize the opportunity to go up to a girl and introduce myself. That's what I'm trying to change. That's what I'm trying to change. Now, I'm not out here said this year I'm just going to be approaching any girl, because I literally had a friend, and he ain't gonna watch this, but I literally had one of my good friends who, this dude would shoot his shot with anybody. This dude didn't care. He would shoot his shot with anybody, and a lot of times it wasn't successful, but he didn't care. But that's not what I'm talking about. But I am just talking about aiming wisely. Like, you know, shooting my shot wisely, recognizing, positive, recognizing, certain circumstances. But that's what I'm saying. But this year, I want to put myself out there. I feel like I am a good guy. I'm young enough to, conquer the world. I don't know what I'm saying. I need to, get out in these streets, not like that, but I kind of just want to go live my life. And I think even if you're a person that is pursuing, or if you're a person that wants to be found, male or female, whatever you do, you want to be found, and you living your life, and you want to pursue that person while you're living your life. And I think that, once people see what you're about, there's going to be somebody that wants to be a part of that, So yeah, man, I'm putting myself out there. I'm getting out the house. I'm putting myself out there this year. Like, I'm getting out the house. And this video, it's mostly for all my guys who you are doing the work, because like me, I get my hair cut every other week just to go nowhere, well, to work. And these past 2 years I've been working from home, so you already know how it is. So I'm sitting in the house with a fresh cut for no reason, you know what I'm saying? But this is for all my guys who don't get out. Like, of course, this channel is about faith, transparency, and positivity, so of course we're holding each other accountable. So yeah, we getting out the house this year. So yeah, that is my dating plan for 2022, to put myself out there, to approach more, and to continue to be confident. If you got suggestions of where to go to meet women, I'm not a club person, but if you are respectful enough to drop your comments down, where should I go? Should I go to the library? Where am I going? But anyway, yo, if you like this video, please be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And of course, please be sure to hit that bell notification. And of course, I will catch y'all in the next video. Peace.